ready to go.
Hello! Welcome to my presentation about my Music and Technology Integration Project. This level follows my theme this semester of integrating the arts into regular education curriculum with the ultimate goal of earning STEAM certification from my middle school, which you could call the problem. In this project, the terminal learning objective for the students is to connect their personal interests, experiences, ideas, and knowledge to creating a problem-based learning, or PBL, collaborative project in which they will understand connections to arts, other disciplines, and daily life by choosing a musical career to explore and present to the rest of the class. One solution to my problem of STEAM certification is implementing this PBL for my students, which supports these National Core Art Standards. It also requires prior knowledge of these National Core Art Standards. Lastly, this PBL integrates these Georgia Standards of Excellence in Math, Social Studies, ELA, and Computer Science.
The instructional quality of PBL has been found to surpass constant lecturing. Schmidt, Vandermolen, and Winkle, 2009. PBL effects are strongest in the professional skills domain. Schmidt, Vandermolen, and Winkle. During problem and project-based learning, students can learn self-regulation of their learning. Instructors will undoubtedly facilitate problem-based learning content, but students need to take responsibility for the learning process by setting goals, monitoring, reflecting, and sustaining their motivation from the beginning of the project until the end. English and Constantis, 2013. This project expects the students to employ self-directed learning using its Bitmoji home base, which aids both the instructor and the students in implementing the PBL. Song Meaning is a Google form providing the opportunity for students to write about their favorite song and connect it to the real-world phenomena of a career in music. Career Quiz is a Google form providing the opportunity for students to brainstorm which career in music they will use to complete their PBL. Music Careers. Careersinmusic.com is an attractive website with a quiz to help students select their career in music. It even quizzes the students to make it fun and easy to get started picking a music career. Practice Career is the page with all the technology resources for this PBL. On this page, students should be encouraged to explore, play, and make connections between music education and daily life. They should demonstrate their skills in these games during their final presentation about their career. Start Presentation links to canva.com so students can work on their collaborative presentation. Upload Presentation is a Google Drive folder for students to upload their presentation when it is completed. Feedback Survey gives an opportunity for students to give feedback on the instructor and this PBL. Finally, Exit Survey is the final quiz on the content of this PBL consisting of 3 open-ended questions. Students won't take either of the final 2 assessments until every group has presented and the PBL is over. And over here are the key support materials, which supplement the PBL with support materials for the instructor to review. PBL and Inquiry Learning, or IL, can be powerful and effective models of learning, different than the minimal instruction evident in other styles of teaching. HMLO Silver, Duncan, and Chin, 2007. PBL and IL approaches help students complete goals such as knowledge and collaboration. Both approaches allow teachers to make key aspects of expertise visible through questions that scaffold student learning by modeling, coaching, and eventually fading some of their support. HMLO Silver, Duncan, and Chin. In this way, PBL instruction mirrors the real world as much as possible. Effectively teaching standards through traditional means is possible, however, providing learners with all the information needed, including a complete problem solution, either prior to a task or just in time during a task is better still. Sweller, Kirshner, and Clark. Students need a chance to perform. Teachers should determine which circumstances these approaches, PBL or IL, are best suited for, the kinds of outcomes for which they are effective, and what kinds of support and scaffolding are needed for different populations and learning goals. HMLO Silver, Duncan, and Chin. In this PBL, the students will complete a music career collaborative project by exploring careersinmusic.com, choosing a career that most inspires them, then break into small instructor-chosen groups to discuss each individual choice. The groups will then collaboratively create a slideshow which explains each chosen career and its relationship to the other careers in the group. The students will share slides from their group presentation saved on canva.com. The main focus, or one of the 4 C's of this project, is collaboration, because the students work in groups the majority of the length of the PBL. Each group will present their slideshow for a grade and respectfully observe the other group's presentations for a grade as well. As the students sit and collaborate in their groups, the instructor should constantly scan the room and engage students in groups to keep them on task. Students should remain seated within reason and remain with their groups for the length of the assignment. As students work in groups, the instructor should walk around the room with the daily participation rubric. The instructor should grade each individual student's participation every day the class is completing the project. Each group will present their Canvas slideshow for a grade based on the slideshow and presentation rubric. The Canva presentation itself consists of one grade for each student based on their contribution to the slideshow and another grade for the presentation to the class. This second grade, the presentation, also uses the slideshow and presentation rubric. There is a final rubric to measure in each student's audience and listening skills. This active listening as an audience rubric contains blocks such as I face the speaker with both my face and body.
Overall, I learned a lot about planning and implementing a STEAM-based PBL, which integrated regular education standards with fine art standards. I believe I could narrow the focus of this project in the future because students might be overwhelmed by all the different games, simulations, apps, and websites to explore. Perhaps they could just write a report about their music career to fulfill ELA and music standards, then do the rest in separate projects. So thank you very much for watching my presentation about my music technology integration project. I personally look forward to implementing this PBL so that technology can supplement both regular and fine art standard-based teaching and learning.